Today's book is The Art of Seduction. I love this book so much. I literally just finished reading it and I was like, I need to bring it to you guys. And the reason I love this book is because it's not the conventional advice that you get online when it comes to picking up girls or trying to win someone to your side of the argument without having to do anything. It's about the art. It's about the mastery. It's about the give and take, the push and the pull. It's about knowing when to speak, knowing when to let the imagination run wild, knowing when to be present, knowing when to not be present, to all play these games and really make the other person fall for you, really make the other person need you. And it's a great thing when you can operate in this world without conflict. And most of Robert Greene's other books focus on conflict. The 48 Laws of Power, it's about conflict. Laws of Human Nature, about conflict. 33 Strategies of War, obviously about conflict. And it's really nice to read this book and see like the diplomatic approach, the almost artful approach, and the poetic approach. Because what seduction really is it's creativity, it's poeticism, it's the ability to say something with your words and have it mean something else, have it stimulate somebody in a way that they're infatuated with you, and you don't have to do any of the work. Their mind does it themselves. And it's really great to see, because if you look at most of the advice on the internet about picking up girls, it's like, oh, if you go to the gym, oh, girls will like you. Oh, if you don't text them back for 2 days, they will like you. And it's like, yeah, those things might work, but that's not why it works. The reason why it works is because the presence, the physical laws, the things that go into your psyche and go into your personality and go into your framework of how you view the world and how others view you. Like, you have to change that before you can seduce somebody. And it's like, it's a great thing to see that like Robert Greene takes this perspective, because a lot of the greatest seducers throughout history have not been the greatest looking people. A lot of it is just these simple tricks that they can play on our mind, the presence they can leave when they enter our lives and then disappear. And it's like, there's something to be said about the way certain people can hook our psyches and keep us grounded, keep us interested, keep us in that loop of like, does this person like me? Oh, I love this person. Oh, but do they feel the same way? And it's like stimulating all these different feelings and being able to keep someone captivated is a skill that if more of us had, I feel like more of us would have a better life. Because let's face it, we live in the attention economy. We live in the attention day, and if you can get online and speak and people listen to you, you have a license to print money forever. Like, simply holding people's attention for a few minutes at a time gives you the ability to make millions of dollars. And like, that's why I will suggest this book to the end of time, because it talks masterfully about that. It doesn't talk about like, oh, make your thumbnail look like this. Oh, do this in a certain way. It's more so about the inflection. It's more so about the implications. It's more so about captivating an audience and keeping someone engaged and making someone desire you more than you desire them. Because let's face it, like, if you can force someone to like you more than they like you, or you like them, that means you have the upper hand. That means that you dictate the relationship. That means that if you simply give less attention, they will chase you more. If you give more attention when they're starting to pull away, then you keep them infatuated. And it's all about playing these games. And it's not so much for the sense of manipulation, it's for the sense of like, this is what we've been doing for thousands of years. This is what makes love so beautiful. This is what makes the game of life so fun. Like, we are all actively playing our own parts in the great play that is life. And like, what is life when it's born? What is a relationship when it's like, oh, hi honey, I'm home for the same time, like for the 1,000th day in a row, like I'm home, same dinner, same this, same that. And it's like, this is why people get divorced. This is why relationships break up, because there's the monotony. There's the patterns. It's like, when you know someone so well, like you know them better than yourself, it's not interesting. But when there's that little bit of mystery, where there's that little bit of uncertainty, when there's that little bit of fear, that's where the tantalizing love is. And it's like, I love this book simply for the reason that it puts it in words that I can't put it in. It explains seduction and the art of seduction in a way that no red pill guy will teach you. No red pill guy will teach you about embracing your feminine side, embracing the side of you that you've been keeping dormant, and playing that push-pull with your masculine traits and your feminine traits, expressing your emotions when the time comes, and doing it in a way to stimulate the mind of the person that you're trying to seduce. Like, it's greatly done. It's a masterful book. And honestly, I might start going through the chapters of this book. I might not. It really depends on how I'm feeling, what I'm interested in, but like, there are a few key things in this book, so like, stay tuned for me breaking down a few of the chapters. But overall, I just love this book, and I love the angle that Robert Greene takes, because he uses the word seduction, but it's not really about seduction. It's really about captivating someone, making somebody so wanting of your presence that they fold, and they will sacrifice everything that has gotten them to this point. Like, they become an entirely different person. They become so infatuated with you that they will go to the ends of the earth to listen to you, to support you. And like, if we can find that today, in this day and age, like, that is a powerful tool, because most of what people focus on is the conflict of life. Most people focus on like, oh, I'm going to win someone to my side by debating them. I'm going to win someone to my side by arguing with them and showing them why my point of view is right. And it's like, that will never work. That is never the correct solution. The correct solution is always showing through your actions that you are correct, making someone feel like it was their idea, that they had this belief, they had this idea, and you simply implied it, but in some way they put the dots together. In some way it's their belief. And like, when we can learn how to do this, we can actively improve our situation, actively improve our life. And I love this book simply for the reason that it has so many applications. It goes over the softer sides of our psyche. It goes over what we really need to do to keep relationships interesting and keep them engaging, because I'm telling you, like, each and every one of us has been in a relationship that like has got dull. And when it gets dull, that's when the relationship starts to end. And it's all about keeping that spark, keeping that little bit of anxiety, keeping that little bit of fear, keeping that little bit of mystery, always changing. You doing that push and pull, understanding that the weird like instances of like, oh, maybe this person doesn't like me. Oh, maybe this person likes me. Oh, like all of these things, they go to really develop that pure infatuation and that pure desire. And like, when we could take relationships from this perspective, like, we can keep them interesting, we can keep them exciting. But if we're gonna go with the monotony of like, oh, how was your day, honey, for the 1,000th day in a row, like, obviously that relationship isn't gonna have the same passion and the same desire as one where it's like, we're going on an adventure today, pack your bags. Like, it's great to see, and it's great to read books like this, and it's awesome to see that like, someone took the perspective of like, you need to embrace your shadow, you need to embrace your feminine traits, you need to be poetic, you need to be caring, you need to show that you have the ability to show emotions in a healthy way when necessary. You need the ability to be the masculine role when the time comes. And it's like, it's the balance. And I love this book for that simple reason. Go ahead, pick it up. I'll leave the link to this book in the description, and stay tuned for me breaking down more chapters of this book. Thank you so much for making this far. I will catch you in the next one. If you made it this far, you might as well join my Discord. That link will be in the description. Thanks.